The Xiongnu were a tribe of nomadic people that lived in the eastern part of the Eurasian Steppe from around the 3rd century BC through the 1st century AD. Basically, everything we know about them comes from ancient Chinese texts because they were a great enemy to the Chinese. Have you ever heard of the Great Wall of China? Well, the Chinese fighting against the Xiongnu prompted them to build a lot of the Great Wall of China because the Xiongnu were so devastating in their attacks. It was literally a centuries-long conflict. Now, the Xiongnu did exist before the 3rd century BC. They were around in like the 5th century BC. But they weren't really dangerous until the 3rd. A lot like the ancient Mongolians who would come like 1200 years after these people were also horseback archers. It's said that they would gather up to 300,000 horseback archers at a time to go invade China. That's crazy. If you know anything at all about everything that went on in that Eurasian steppe and in the ancient Chinese area, any of that, you know that that stuff was absolutely crazy. The Xiongnu, we really don't even know who they went on to be, where they went, what happened to them. They split up into 2 different factions. Some of them went on to be in China and the rest of them went on somewhere else. Some people think that they were actually the Huns that invaded Rome in the 5th century. I don't think that's true, but it's possible, I guess. The thing is, these people had an empire in that Eurasian steppe for like 300 to 400 years or so. That was incredibly long-lived for a group of people back in those days. When you look at the ancient references of them, they have so many different linguistic links to other cultures that we really don't know who they were, who they went on to be, any of that stuff. There are theories out there that says that they were Iranian, Turkish, Yanisian, which I don't really even know who that is, but also Mongolian, everything like that. The Mongolian link makes the most sense to me because the culture was kind of the same. They had horseback archers, they were in the same area, all that good stuff. They were very similar to the Scythians, which we actually talked about in another video very recently. They were kind of in the same area.